Welcome to another video from ChildGood. We all know it's quite common that children fall when playing outside. In such situations, there are chances they experience a tooth crack or tooth fracture or a complete knockdown of the tooth. In this video, I'm going to tell a few tips to be taken care when a tooth is completely knocked down during a fall. Rinse a mouth with warm water and gently clean the area. Confirm whether the tooth is an adult tooth or a baby tooth. If it's a baby tooth, we cannot re-implant it. But if it's an adult tooth, there are more chances to get it re-implanted. Make sure that tooth is not fractured and completely intact. That is, both the portions, the crown portion means the portion that we are seeing, the chewing portion or the white portion, and the root portion, that is the portion that we are not seeing. Both the portions are completely intact. We have to make sure that. If the tooth is completely knocked down, never touch the tooth by the root. Always hold the tooth by the crown portion, that is the chewing portion, because the root contains the very important fibers called the periodontal ligaments, which are very necessary for the proper healing of the tooth. If the tooth is visibly soiled, rinse briefly with tap water. You should never scrub the tooth. As soon as the tooth comes out, you should always keep the tooth in moist. You should never leave the tooth dry, because once you keep it dry, there are more chances for the root cells to damage. Try to insert the tooth back to the socket by gently biting down on a gauze until you reach the dentist. If you can't insert the tooth back to the socket, the next option is preserving the tooth in a storage medium. The best and the most readily available option is the milk. That is the pasteurized milk. It has a compatible osmolality to the tooth root cells. It is able to preserve the viability of the periodontal ligament cells, and it is relatively free from bacteria. The next alternative to milk is the child's saliva. Ask the child to spit in a cup and you can preserve the tooth in that saliva. You should never preserve the tooth in tap water, because there are more chances for the tooth root cells to damage. If milk and saliva is not available, you can also consider saline water. You can also place a cold compress on their face to minimize swelling. Now, pick up the tooth and immediately rush to the dentist. As soon as you get there are more chances to get it re-implanted. I hope everybody likes the video. See you. Bye.